Okay, so Scott needed me to run to the post office because he's expecting something in the P.O. box, not a regular mailbox. And just like I told you, it's closed. It's 12:51 p.m. and it's closed for the rest of the day. But I'm able to go in, for the P.O. box. But I am in I'm still considered Cane Hill where we live, but it's up in the mountains. Like, we live on Hale Mountain. Sorry, I'm not feeling well. So this is the old town of Cane Hill. It's like the historic district of Cane Hill. And I want to show you something. It's something, every time we pass it, I don't know, I just find it fascinating and beautiful. And I always take pictures of it. But hold on. And now we'll just drive back to the house. This is the other side of Hale Mountain Road. The other side of... It's a different way that we came from. When I go to Stillwell, when I pull out of the county street after my driveway, instead of making a right, I make a left here. Not here, at that road. I'm just going to be quiet because my head's pounding and I can't even think right now. I'll just let you enjoy the view from this end. And I was talking about the chickens. I have to go further down for the chickens because it's usually when we go to Fayetteville. And when we go to Fayetteville, we go past our post office. And I am not doing that today. I was actually going to do the laundry and pick up Zeke's ashes today. But number one, I'm not prepared yet to pick up his ashes. And number two, I feel like shit, so I don't feel like sitting in the laundromat. Look how funny this is with the eyes on the truck. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, I don't feel like sitting in a laundromat for an hour either. So I'll do all that tomorrow. That's the good thing about here. We go nowhere, so it's not like we're going to run out of clothes or anything. And so one day isn't going to hurt anybody or anything. And again, like I said, people that live here go around these curves like they're at NASCAR. I don't do that because it still makes me a little bit nervous. You will be able to see I'm pretty sure I pass it here, the church that we went to when we first moved here. We had 3 tornado warnings on the phone where you had to leave your house. And we went to the church. That's just an old barn that's never been finished. But we ended up going to the church. We were just going to go to the parking lot of the church and park as close to the church as we could because we didn't think there would be anybody there. But apparently that's where that's where people go when there's a tornado warning. So they were kind enough to invite us in, and the church didn't burn down because I was in it. By the third time they were trying to convert me. So I did have to tell them I'm an atheist, and they took it well. And luckily there were no more tornado warnings after that. And hopefully by next, well, actually, Riley that just brought, him and his wife just bought the land across from us. They have what looks like, I'm going to have to go search it more. But it looks like it was either a really deep root cellar or it's a tornado thingy. Because if there's a tornado, I would go there. Well, I would have to look and see with a flashlight to see what's down there. But hopefully we will have our house built soon. Well, by next year. Well, not by next year, because next year is coming right up. But sometime next year, and we will have our safe room reinforced with the cement for our tornadoes that they get here. But we're on top of a mountain, unless it like literally touches down in in Riley's, on Riley's land or on our land, it's going to go nowhere because the mountain breaks up everything. You know? So there's that. So this is Hale Mountain Road we're talking about. I love that broken tree. Can you see it? Maybe, no, I don't think this is where the chicken guy is. I think he's, when I'm going out to Fayetteville, I'm almost positive he's not here on this road. Because if he is, you're going to hear me slam on the brakes just so you can say, I think it's so cool. Is he here? No, it's not here, right? No, okay. So this is the drive back to the house from our post office. And I honestly think, well, it doesn't take just as long to go to Stillwell and go grocery shopping. But it's still, to drive to the post office is still a hike, which is why I'm glad we have our mailbox now and our address, because I told you the story about getting an address here. It's really weird. It's not like back in Jersey, like the people that buy the house will still have the address of that house. Not here. When people move, you literally get a whole new address, like a whole new number. You can't use the same number. Don't understand that, but it is, it is what they do here. And this is just a little, I don't know, just a little plumbing area or whatever. I never see anything open, so. And this is a dry creek bed, but it's a creek bed. I love that. I think it's so pretty. Sometimes there's cows there. It looks like when I passed, they were on the other side. It's pretty, right? We haven't had rain, good rain, so all of the riverbeds up here and the creek beds are all dry or, very low. And yes, I am driving in without the music on. That's how bad my head hurts right now. I'm going to take just some cold medicine when I get home to see if I can relieve some of the sinus pressure that I have. But that's it. So I had to shut it off because I'm running out of time. But there's the church that we would take shelter in during the warnings, during the tornado warnings. And around the bend is home. Around the bend and down the roads.